Teresa. I was the Contessa's maid for many years. Yes, I am the mother of a child by Antonio. I also have a child by Antonio's son, Picablo. Yeah, so what, big deal? After a particularly turbulent episode, I took the kids and fled that crazy family. When I left, I stole a tiny diamond-encrusted doll's fork. It lasted me for years, but it's long gone. I bought a wolf dog farm in the North Country lowlands. Every few years, a small parachute falls out of the sky with a few diamonds. I can't tell you where I am, of course. I had to hide the children in different parts of the world as the family wanted to requisition them. They've been searching for me for years. I shine bright like a diamond in a sea of stars, but they'll never find me.
I have never met Mr. Chang. He killed me before I could even meet him. Why didn't you rent a Toyota? These Bentleys are awful in the snow. I have no idea where we are. Where did all this snow come from? Oh my God, look out for that hedgehog! I told you, I am the Swiss lawyer Maggie. Chang killed me in 1982. He hit me with his car, Avenue A and 7th Street. I was dragged into a nearby cocktail lounge and resurrected. I have been following this family around for 80 years trying to get justice. I have given up prosecuting my own murder, but I have been employed to straighten out this inheritance, which involves several murders.
Employed by who? Aren't you just working for Bezos like everyone else?
He fired me after I...
Oh, don't tell me. Don't. Who do you work for?
I can't say.
Oh, you Swiss can never say anything. Spit it out.
No.
Then get off my wolf dog farm.
What is this place? Are you selling bushmeat?
Call Dr. Sabatez for that.
She's next on my list. Geneva. She's dealing in elephants. I think not for consumption. I hear just circuses and strip clubs in Russia and Tampa.
I hope you carry a gun.
Several. Now back to you.
Get out of here. You have no right to interrogate me about my children's whereabouts.
It's about their inheritance.
They have none. They're beyond the Blunder Dome.
The Contessa has left them each a diamond mine.
Couldn't she have left them something harmless and Swedish? ABBA royalties? And tell your child not to touch the dogs. They're vegetarians, but they're killers. What about that song Life's a Bitch that the Contessa wrote?
She sold it to John Bon Jovi and then Stevie Nicks sang it.
Yeah, duh. How much did she sell it to him for?
He's still paying her estate for it.
I hate lawyers and anything Swiss. We do not want those gutted mines.
You've gotten so cranky since we last met. The mines were shut down years ago, but my investigators have discovered that the mines are completely filled with raw diamonds of the finest quality. Bambino Jesu and Gloria, Gloria, are the rightful inheritors of the bloody hoard. They could sell the diamonds and give the money to the Family Foundation greed piece.
We will not accept the blood luxury. What about that song, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds? I know the Contessa wrote that.
I think Bezos owns it now. Why was she selling all these songs for so many years?
To support her drug habit? I never touched a grain of that morphine.
If your children do not sign for the mines, they will revert to Mr. Chang, who traded them to the Contessa for a small Da Vinci.
That was a fake. Every scullery maid in the house knew it.
It's sitting in a museum in Dubai.
Chang found out it was a fake and sold it to chic your booty.
And Chang traded the Contessa the mines because he thought they were useless.
You'll have to find those kids yourself. Mommy is not talking.
I hear they're hightailing it to Stromboli.
The volcano is about to blow, and I will not plunge into that cloudburst of disaster.
Come south of the border with me.
And who is this child?
I'm her lawyer.
You are not. You're that violinist.
It's a cello.
Children should never play the cello.
Yes, I will.
Please don't tell me you're another one of Picablo's spawn.
I'm here to bring you back to Stromboli.
You're a child. You can't be older than 10 years old.
I am 50 years old.
Stop with the Botox.
I received my first injection the day I was born.
Dr. Sabatez?
Yes, I still remember her face looking down at me in the incubator. It's one of my first memories.
Get away from me.
Don't you recognize me, Mamacita? It's me, Bambino Jesu.
What? What happened to you? I sent you to that boarding school.
I escaped years ago.
Then who was that child I was visiting all those years?
I hired a local child actor to be me.
Where's he now?
I think he ended up in Harry Potter.
But I've been spending all my holidays with you.
Him.
For years. How could this happen?
Sometimes it's a bitch.
I want those diamond mines.
You will not accept them.
Yes, I will.
We can negotiate.
Mamacita, yes.
Mamacita, no. What's happened to you? Have you been raised by piranhas?
Oh, I'm okay. I don't care. I'm post-human. I'm psychopathically raised in the United States. I'm lacking in all empathy. It's all good.
Evil child, go to your room.
Oh, who do they think could bury you?
You will stop singing.
My warehouse eyes, my
It's 11 minutes long. It'll run into the next episode.
drum.
Take the diamond mine, but woe betide you, my boy.
Should I wait?
Sorry I'm late. I'm just so busy with my new collection.
For children or animals this time?
Neither. It's called the Queens of the Lagerfeld Age Collection.
For the acid rock band?
Yes, I'm designing their touring outfits.
Aren't these the costumes that Radiohead rejected?
Certainly not. And they never rejected them. I have no idea how they ended up on eBay.
I'm afraid we're going to have to kill off your character, my dear.
What do you mean? You can't kill me off. It's not allowed.
It's not, but you can always come back at the discretion of the characters with more seniority.
There's hardly anyone left with more seniority than me.
Thus the reason for your departure. You said so yourself.
That's not fair. I'm calling Mitch McConnell.
Call Nancy Pelosi. Don't you design her clothes too?
Nancy has already discussed it with us, and she has abstained.
Then I call Nancy Reagan.
She's the Grand Marshal for Pride 2022. She's very busy.
It would have the appearance of the government interfering with the show.
They've interfered before.
Don't bring that up.
And don't bring up Ladybird.
You can't just kill me off.
Fine. We'll call the author and have him cut your lines to nothing.
You'll be a perpetual walk-on.
It's an order from above.
From who? The Contessa? She never liked me. I knew it. What did I ever do to her?
First of all, you made that hideous wedding dress for the Infanta. It ruined her politically strategic wedding. It unraveled NATO and the Western Alliance. Putin bought that dress. It has a place of honor in the Kremlin. All your fault.
I did not sell Putin that dress.
And of course, you helped swindle the Contessa's family out of all their money.
They're so rich they didn't need it. They're of no use to society. Wastrels, Euro dilettantes.
Their ancestors worked hard to get them their status.
You commie apparatchik.
Must we go back over the Cold War again? I had nothing to do with that.
Because you had to work in the cabbage factory.
With Angela.
I never did such a thing.
We know you climbed over the wall and ended up in a cocktail lounge on Avenue A.
Abandon your comrades for cheap Smirnoff vodka.
Who gave you that Stasi file?
It's making the rounds in Hollywood.
Someone was trying to make a movie of my Stasi file.
With Meryl Streep.
But she rejected the script. Said she doesn't like the character.
She didn't like my character? But why?
She asked that we kill all your characters off in any way, shape, or form before she did the script.
You must have the wrong file. I'm calling Angela right now.
She won't answer your calls. She's in the Catskills with Meryl.
What the fuck? Then I called Povlanka. She wears my fashion designs all the time. I just saw her last week at Mar a Loco. She loves the Infanta's wedding dress. You will never get away with this.
Back to the cabbage factory.
Power to the people.
I am Dr. Sabartez. I do not chop garlic, dillweed, or parsley. However, I find myself sequestered on the side of a lake in Switzerland. I've moved the entirety of my Mind Institute here from Malibu. I can continue my experiments, which are no longer illegal. Most are no longer illegal. I find music, all music, annoying. I've had it banned from the laboratories of the Mind Institute as well as my own household. All musical instruments, record players, CDs, gramophones, 8-tracks, etc. have been destroyed, confiscated, or melted. Monkeys never liked music anyway. Why should they? Now there is complete or occasional silence. We've had to shoot down several drones. I think that Pence fellow is sending them. We had a disgraceful dinner in Washington last year. I told him I was the only hydroxychloroquine in town, and he should take my deal. But we argued about the scallops I ordered. He made me pay for the bill. I had his tires slashed. Picablo, what are you doing here? I thought you were on Stromboli.
Hell no. I was insulted by my dilettante disaster tourist of a great-grandpère, so I fled north.
You're needed on Stromboli.
I told you I refuse to work for a living. Je refuse. And I hate the Pet Shop Boys. Hate them. Hate them.
Put down that Negroni and man up.
All that from the Monkey Queen of Lake Geneva.
I've called security. They will cuff and bag you and ship you off to Stromboli.
I will not go to that wretched methane-belching rock. You know I'm allergic to the scent of sulfur.
You and your mother, Svetlana.
Don't remind me. The last time I saw her, she was wandering the ruins of Herculaneum in a gas mask.
Okay, I'll send a drone to find her. All this after I got you that job at Ibanez's Pyroclastia Spa.
It's a self-help scam for wastrels and metrosexual fops.
Why did you buy that elephant from Lolita with my sachet of cocaine? I sold her that mammoth a year ago for half the bag.
But you told me that bushmeat was the next big thing.
I lied.
I prefer Malibu.
Malibu is now a luxury ashtray thanks to you and your freebase antics.
So you send me headlong into an imminent volcanic orgasm?
But I see you are too weak to be part of the power heptagon of the disbequeathed. Speaking of the disbequeathed, where's the Infanta?
After we left the Islas Escondidas on Almondine's speedboat, the Infanta leapt into the water and swam to a tiny submarine. That was over a year ago. Oh!
Snap out of it. My spies saw her last year at the Contessa's tomb in Machu Picchu with no mask.
I threw up at Machu Picchu once.
Okay, all right. But you must get back to Stromboli, toot sweet. As old as you are, Picablo, you are part of the regeneration, and thusly must join the others for the Reconquista.
Thusly? And the Reconquista is what the fuck?
It's the inevitable re-inheritance of your nose, your arm, your leg, your legacy, your harvest of shame and glory. It's automatic, involuntary, regurgitated fate. Calibrated, spontaneous, pyroclastic. It's the Mayan calendar, the great mandala, the I Ching, and the Tibetan Book of the Dead.
Hippie shit. I'm going back to Malibu.
That is the wondrously tragic trajectory of your fate.
But I don't want to be a prodigal son, a flattened calf.
Jerkwad. This also includes your love child, Bambino Jesu.
I'd forgotten all about him. What have I done to deserve this?
Absolutely nothing. And you should fear your love child.
Sabartez, you know that our junta of the disheartened are all just going to kill each other eventually. That's your plan, isn't it? We'll all kill each other and leave the spoils for super boomers like you and the Pet Shop Boys.
We are far too ancient to be boomers. We are the magnificent generation.
A hideous lie. I'm hungry. Order pizza.
Don't cross me, Picablo. You will go and inherit back what rightfully belongs to you, even if you have to steal it back.
The fucking tar pits? Everything that rightfully belongs to me was taken from someone else who took it from someone else who took it from someone else, etc. It's wrongfully mine. Okay, so fine, wrap it up. I'll take it.
Oh my God, your nose is a mess. Who did your nose?
You did.
I most certainly did not.
You most certainly did. I want a redo.
But your nose has always had a weak core. Any work on it will be deficient based on its inherently fragile design.
I had a magnificent nose, and you destroyed it.
It was destroyed by Coca-Cola. You and Stevie both know it, but we'll deal with that later. The drone is here to take you back to Stromboli.
And I want my nose back.
Next episode.